Do you know what's worse than Twitter censoring people just because of having different opinions and just having different political views? Very stupid people on Twitter. Hey guys, this is basically going to be a different segment. As you can see, I do my Hispanic Guy Talks, which I feel like I should try to change it. Do you guys feel like if I should keep it as Hispanic Guy Talks or Spanish Guy Talks? Whatever you guys feel, leave a comment below and let me know which sounds way better, which sounds more funnier, to be honest. So basically what I'm going to do is every week I am going to be explaining to you guys the most stupid things you see on Twitter or the most stupid people you see on Twitter and what they say. And of course, we're going to highlight people from any side, any political spectrum. So, on with the show. Recently, Hollywood, of course, always getting into a situation. Actor James Franco is accused of sexual misconduct by multiple women. Of course, we've heard like a few years ago, or it was probably like 4 years ago, where he basically was talking to someone on Instagram and he was asking them to send him pictures. I'm not entirely sure what was the full story, but everybody thought that he was just being really weird, and it kind of went down. But of course, now with the whole Me Too movement, things are changing, and so what happens is that there's articles that explain how he's being accused by actresses and by people. And apparently there's one specific person. Her name is Violet. Her name is Violet Paley, probably. Time magazine or some article. She was with James Franco and how he asked her to do some sexual favors towards him. I did some little digging. Of course, it's the internet. When someone talks about stuff, people are gonna dig around your background to see if you're actually speaking the truth or if you're just asking for attention. Well, unfortunately, this woman, Violet, she has had some situations where some of her tweets are kind of makes her sound really bad. And one tweet says, "I like planning ways to ruin someone's life the moment I meet them." Yeah, that's not good. Okay? I quoted her and I said, "Hey Violet, we are waiting for you to admit your mistake because there's one thing people hate. That's hypocrites." And of course, she blocks me. Really? I mean, you could have at least deleted all your messages. You could have at least deleted all your tweets. That implies that you pretty much are a hypocrite. Or you pretty much are a jackass. And of course, those journalists who, wrote those articles that have her accuse James Franco of sexual misconduct, they won't say nothing. You probably might tweet at them. You might email them saying, "Hey, what's this as well about Violet?" Yeah, it kind of just defeats the narrative that they have, alright? So it makes sense. Next one's up. Oh my gosh, you gotta love this man. This man is Bryan Krasenstein. In 20 years, instead of calling people stupid, we will call them Trump. Examples: stop acting so Trump. You are so Trump. That's a Trump joke. Are you serious? Why does the resistance make themselves look so stupid? Why? Do you guys want Trump to win again? If you guys don't want him to win, stop tweeting these stupid things. I'm getting real tired of... Oh my gosh, man. How can you be so stupid? Apparently this guy has a bachelor's degree and he has some journalism background. I swear, if Jack ever verifies this man Bryan, in recent news, Chelsea Manning, transgender soldier, got discharged, and you guys already know the story, leaked all the information to WikiLeaks about what's going on in the government. So apparently she's running for Senate, okay? And the Democrats are not happy. They haven't seemed to say much about what's going on with Chelsea Manning. it seems like a lot in the Democrat side. And so there's this guy, and his name is Zach Petkinas. He just associates with the Clintons, okay? So he tweets out this. Who Chelsea hangs with. Will Chamberlain runs mega meetups. Jack Posobiec is a neo-Nazi and Russian propagandist. Cassandra Rules and Lucian Rich write for the Russian propaganda outlet Gateway Pundit. All pro-Putin and members of the white nationalist alt-right. How can you be so stupid? How do you have a blue verified oh my gosh! And I'm just a young guy in Southern Ontario. I took 1 semester of media. I took a class called Public Relations. There was like 3 in the class, right? There was 2 or 3 lessons that talked about journalism. And he was talking about like languages, okay? When he was speaking about languages and how journalists, how they use these specific types of languages when they write articles, they basically explain it how they write in a language that it kind of fits the agenda that they're trying to push. So, you know, when they like to say, oh, you know, this person, Mike Cernovich, an alt-right conspiracy theorist, a far-right conspiracy theorist, they like to add in that part. So if there's audience who have never read those articles, read it, and of course just believe what the outlet says, because it's a trustworthy outlet. So they'll be like, oh yeah, he's an alt-right conspiracy theorist. And see, that's how it is, and that's how journalists, that's how they do that stuff. So what really upsets me is to actually see that there are people who actually retweet this dude, retweet homeboy over there, and actually believes it. This is the guy that also said Joe Stein is a Russian agent 8 times? 8 times? Was it 8 times? And of course, you got the main man from MSNBC, Kyle Griffin. And we've already talked about Kyle Griffin and how he lacks journalist integrity and ethics. Okay, so he tweets out the FBI is investigating whether a top Russian banker with ties to the Kremlin illegally funneled money to the National Rifle Association to help Trump during the election. 2 sources familiar with the matter have told McClatchy. FBI investigating whether Russian money went to RNA to help Trump. Now, if you're an actual person with a smart brain, you can actually look at the article, read it, fact check it, look at the sources. If the sources don't align with what the claim is saying, something is off. But this man has 8,000 retweets, 13K likes. And then you have Congressman, is it Congressman? Congressman Ted Leo, and he quotes, wow, this potential NRA Kremlin link could be a big deal. Today's House Judiciary Committee interview of the FBI Chief of Staff just got a lot more interesting. And then, of course, you have people who say maybe the Kremlin used Russian agent Jill Stein to funnel money to the NRA. Like, how can you be this stupid? Yeah, he says, Joe Stein is a Russian agent. Joe Stein is a Russian agent. Joe Stein is a Russian agent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times out of a retweet of 139 and likes of 286, which is not really bad in our case of being against these type of people. But if there are actually people who actually follow this nonsense and honestly follow this false propaganda, that's just sad, okay? This is coming from the Gateway Pundit. And I know people from the left are going to say the Gateway Pundit is fake news, Fox is fake news, everything on the right is fake news except MSNBC, CNN, NBC, ABC. No, you idiot. How about next time actually just research it and realize, oh wait, this is the same thing that they're saying it. Okay, so I guess it's not all fake news, okay? It's like I'm saying this a lot every time in many of my videos or on live stream, is that CNN and NBC and ABC, it's not all fake news. If they report something as in like a cat got stuck in a tree and someone, fell trying to rescue them, as well as Fox reports the same thing, it's not fake news. When they report something that there is actually no actual facts, no actual source, no actual credibility, that you can consider it maybe to be fake news. And that's how it is. So when you have stupid people like Zach, when you have stupid people like Brian, when you have stupid people like Seth to tweet out the most conspiracy theories about horror like Russiagate, you have celebrities, you have actors, you have musicians who are so against Trump that would believe in the most craziest, the most stupidest things about that. People like Rob Ryan are very talented to believe in that stupid nonsense. People like Chris Evans. You had, Guardians of the Galaxy director James Garner even said, you must follow Seth for knowing all this to, if you want to have any updates when it comes to the whole Russiagate theory. It's literally horrible to see that people from Hollywood, people from like top officials believe in what the media says, believe in what these propagandist people says. It's horrible. And I hope you guys like this episode. Leave a like, comment below, and yeah, I'm done.